9:25.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another stream on the campus of Lubbock Christian University. We are in the Dobbs Center business and getting ready for another stream. It is going to be Valorant today, and it's going to be a fun one. Our Valorant team 1-0 on the year, going up against an SEC school in the Kentucky Wildcats. And this one should be interesting. Also, I've got music playing in my headphones. I don't know if everybody can hear that, but I have music playing in my headphones.
It's pretty like mid.
It is definitely the lo-fi that we've got going. But welcome everybody into the chat. My name is Lana Parrish. I'm joined with Jackson Skeld. Jackson.
Andy can't watch the stream because internet is gone. Canadian internet.
What does that mean? The Canadian internet is gone?
The geese have stopped powering the electric grid up there.
Can he not play like League or anything?
Well, he needs to take a break anyways.
What is that? You have to elaborate what this means, Laney.
It's the Canadian internet. What do you mean?
How does the internet just be gone? Like, is it just not working for?
It's like a Harry Potter spell.
So I was trying to think of a name of a spell that could possibly be for that, but all the ice is melting. Anyway, all the ice melted. Yeah, that powered their internet. All right, before we get going with any Valorant stuff, we've got the verse for the day, and it's going to be from Psalm 34, 4 through 5, and it says, I sought the Lord, and he answered me and delivered me from all my fears. Those who look to him are radiant, and their faces shall never be ashamed. So that's our verse for the day, Psalms 34, 4 through 5. And let's see. They were doing construction by his apartment and they destroyed the wires. That's brutal. So is like, how long until they get that fixed?
Here, I have more. Should I use emojis in the email to my professor?
I think probably not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but it's psychology, so what if she views it as like I'm opening up?
Or maybe she thinks that you're psychotic.
Well, it depends. Like, if I use like the disguise emoji, can I? I'm trying. I don't know if I can make this big enough to show y'all without showing what the email says. It's just it's just a 30-minute extension, but. Oh
yeah. I think our mics are peaking. Are we peaking?
Do we want to see if the we can see if the mics are peaking?
You want to yell?
Yeah. Are y'all ready?
Okay. I think we've been turned down a little bit, so hopefully that'll
turn down for what?
Turn down what? Anyway, yeah, Valorant going up against the University of Kentucky Wildcats today. Should be a good game. I believe they are 0-1 according to Slade.
Well, so if they're anything like their football team, they're 0-1. Ayo. Okay.
What is? I actually don't know. I think their football team actually is not bad.
The Wildcats?
Yeah.
I think they're better than.
I think Kentucky's 3-0.
The other Kentucky, but I don't think they're good.
Let's figure out.
Or is it Kansas is the one with the bird? My bad.
Yeah, Kansas Jayhawks. Kentucky is 3-0.
Oh.
So they are undefeated on the year.
No, that's not good. They were probably playing like JUCO.
They played, where'd they go? Ball State, Eastern Kentucky, and Akron.
Yeah.
Were the three teams that they've played so far.
Yeah.
There's your daily football report. Good to hear that somebody else noticed their mics. Yeah, hopefully they sound good now. If they start peaking again, we'll fix that up. But I think we're about to get going. Or at least we thought we were about to get going. This was supposed to be a 6:00 start time, and then we got moved to 7:00, and now they're all standing around staring at the middle computer. So I'm not really sure what we're.
I don't know. Slade behind the shout out to production. Slade is wanting us to leave, y'all. So, but we're not gonna let that happen. Ain't that right, Landon?
Yeah, we have to. We're definitely staying with you guys for right now as they figure out what's going on. I see. If we want to switch to the room cam so people can see what we're looking at right now and have the same information. here. So Jackson and I will be running some duos on Saturday.
Yeah, Landon just like up and left us last week. We had to get Slade in. Behind the camera. Shout out to production, by the way.
Yeah, we got Marshall and Slade running production tonight. Shout out to them too. Doing an incredible job keeping this thing up and running.
You know what? I just had a great idea. Thank you. Slade gave me a great idea. I'm
scared.
90 seconds. Okay. I'm going to start counting from 1, and then y'all let me know if I time it right. Okay. I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
I don't. Do we know? Have we gotten any word on what's going on? We have a 90-second delay. I also do not know what that means.
Well, it's been what's 7 times? It's been 40. It's been 420 seconds. Oh, it just jumped to 560 seconds. Right? No, 480 seconds. Yeah.
490?
No, 480. 6 times 8, add a 0.
Oh, 6 times 8. I see. Yeah.
We are still banning right now.
What are you still? I guess maps.
Do you ban maps?
I'm sure it's somewhere in settings on OBS. If I had to guess,
I'm getting banned. Yeah, sorry. Here, I'll do that right now for you.
I tried. We're trying to get this thing figured out and get us into the game so we can be competing. I guess in the meantime,
hey, Super Auto Pets.
Super Auto Pets.
No one wants to play Super Auto Pets with me.
Yeah, I don't think anyone would play Super Auto Pets with us.
They're afraid.
But if you're looking for something to pass the time later on, make sure you go listen to the Chicas Talk podcast out on Spotify and YouTube. Go subscribe, follow on Spotify, subscribe on YouTube.
I do.
And got a big podcast coming out next week. Full production team, all that good stuff. So go check that out. It's gonna be pretty cool. So if you're looking for any sort of content, you'll be able to find that over there. Also, shout out to our new social media manager, I guess is the word, Heidi Fullerton. She's doing a great job on socials, keeping everybody updated, and doing a good job making sure. I'm gonna sneeze. Oh goodness! But making sure that everybody is up to date with the games and how everything's going.
Sneeze was very unprofessional.
We've got Royal asking who the sponsor is. That's going to be for a later break. We don't want to do that at the very beginning. That'll be at a later break once I need some time. Ooh, there was a little bit of a foreshadow right there in town. The Trade Train, Townsend Pumps. Love those guys. Do it twice. Hey, if they want it twice, they can pay for twice. No, I'm kidding. We will get into the sponsor message later. But if you want to preview, I guess it's on the shoulder. Yeah, Townsend Pumps. Shout out to those guys.
Yeah, if you want a preview here, I'll give a better one.
Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Bench 325 with that arm.
All the players are back at their computer, it looks like. I think we're going to be underway here soon.
I don't think they've started the match yet. I think they're just...
I think they're getting ready. And then you have to wait the minute and a half time once you start the match because, it's a great company.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're close to getting into this game. And... everybody drop there. What do you think the round count is going to be? Like, what is y'all's prediction for the first map? I guess round count wise. So 13 to what? Who do y'all think is winning this first one? I don't know how good this Kentucky team is, but I'm going to say it's going to be 13 to 9 LCU.
Well, Jackson equals stroke. What?
13 easy, no problem. 13-1. You've got some bold guesses.
I'm going to say it's going to be 13-10 LCU. And I bet you
13 to 8.
I bet you the first map is going to be
13-7.
The Dust 2 map. What is it? What is it called?
The what?
Bind. I think it's called Bind.
Dust 2?
It's the one in the desert. I just remember it from the other CSGO map.
Interesting.
It was called Dust 2.
I don't know what you're
I
talking
have a
about.
creative way of naming things. And then I bet you
First round.
I raised the bet. Both teams will have the same 5 characters for the first round.
You think they're gonna mirror comps?
I think they're going to completely mirror comps. Oh, I changed my. I think my
Yeah, everybody's saying bind in the chat.
bind. Okay, well, I changed my vote off of bind. I think I'm going to change my vote to Haven.
Yeah. That's also going to be my vote.
Yeah.
With no prior knowledge to anything about where we could possibly be going. Haven will also be my vote. I don't think we're going to find mirror comps in this first one, actually. If we want to throw it back over to the room cam, we've got all of the players sitting down at the computers. We got Coach Hackett in the middle, headset on, getting ready to do some coaching over.
Read our lips too, because something was messing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. You had to be there, you know.
Rip.
Why is there no mic audio when switching to the room cam? Because that camera does not have a mic. Can you?
Wait, no, they can't hear us
can't
when we
hear
switch
us?
over to the room cam.
Oh.
That is a problem.
How about them Buffalo Bills? Chris just earned himself a timeout, and he just got kicked off of the Fortnite team. How unfortunate to hear that on the live stream. Man, that sucks.
How about them 1-1 Buffalo Bills? Did they win week 1? I can't remember.
No.
I just remember Josh Allen threw like a bunch of interceptions. I think they lost. I'm pretty sure they lost week 1.
They definitely lost.
Oh yeah, it was against it was the Jets, and Josh Allen forgot that
R.I.P.
Whitehead was not his teammate and kept throwing it to him. That was a good time. Speaking of the Buffalo Bills, anyway, before I trash anybody else, I think can't see. It looks like we're in the lobby, getting ready to go here.
I'd say still kind of just hanging out. I'm sure they're swapping stories, telling secrets. You know, standard like sleepover with your buddies type stuff.
And you're getting the prime commentary right now as we've gone through all of our scheduled material, like we have any of that, but we've gone through all of our pre-game topics and are waiting to get into this game. But we're not going to throw y'all to a break because we want to hang out and be in here. So
even if Andy's not here, why are you Slade behind the mic or behind the camera talking to me when he tells me not to respond to him? This is new.
This does look different. I have not seen this before.
Okay, we're almost close to a mirrored comp. Oh, we're not. Oh,
script writers go crazy. Yeah, this is really cool actually. And again, we know it is Kentucky versus our very own LCU Chaparrals. And the first map gonna be Haven.
if I say it looks like our team comp is kind of leaning heavy into defense.
This is a team comp that I think LCU runs
I would say
a lot.
it seems kind of familiar.
The only thing that changes up sometimes, and I haven't seen a lot of the new players for LCU play very much, so I don't know how this is going to go, but we've got Cash not on his Chamber pick, which Chamber you see a lot, but pretty sure he's been all around the meta recently, and we'll see if we ever see the Chamber pick, but it does not appear like it's going to be so.
Choose your agent.
Oh,
Kentucky not knowing what to pick here apparently.
2 of 5. There we go.
Cypher. I believe Cypher isn't a very popular pick.
Hey, if you can make it work, you can do whatever you want. All you got to do is click on the heads, and doesn't really matter what your character can do.
So let's get a quick look at the banners. They're kind of all right.
I do like that corgi.
I don't know. I like the pig and the penguin one, and the Beatles reference with what I don't know the name of that street. It's some British thing. I don't know.
Wait, where? Which one?
The raised down at the bottom right. It's kind of like it. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm probably thinking too hard.
I think you might be thinking too much about this.
People who play Valorant don't know what the Beatles are.
That's fair. But yeah, we're getting ready to get in. We've got 28 people in the stream. Appreciate everybody taking time out of their Wednesday to be in the chat with us. If you have somebody that you know that's not in the chat, make sure and shoot them a message, get them in here so we can get as many people in this thing as possible.
Say we're on a Georgia server. That seems kind of weird. I wouldn't think we'd be connecting to a Georgia server between Lubbock and Kansas.
Kentucky.
Oh, Kentucky. My bad. It's just the K's.
It is the University of Kentucky, the Wildcats. What are we waiting on? What is this waiting?
I think what's happening right now is they're playing like the first round, and we're just kind of stuck here.
So, there's no way.
Is that actually a thing? I think that's how League works too. But I think League lets you join in. Hold on a second. I think my brother just dislocated his shoulder.
Oh, gosh.
They got back.
Either way, we are into the buy phase right now. 30 seconds until this thing is underway. This is week 2 of NACE for the Valorant team. They are playing up against the University of Kentucky. LCU is 1-0. Kentucky is 0-1. And Kentucky looking to right the ship after a loss week 1. LCU
0-2, baby.
LCU trying to keep this thing rolling. As this is going to be a pretty good game right here. And it looks like most of the team for Kentucky is going to be on the C side of the map. There's an immediate gunfight going to go down. Judd is going to get one. It's now a 5v4. Enemy Raze very hurt as well. And so it is now a 5v4. Still hanging out around the C point of the map.
So yeah, they really like the C pick. They're not wanting to rotate at all.
Obscuring vision. I think we're probably going to see, well, not probably. We will see another gunfight go down here pretty soon, more than likely, as they're trying to make their push onto site. It's going to be Austinizer getting one. Judd gets one. Cash gets one. Judd's going to go down. And it is now a 4v1. It's up to it's Omen?
Yes.
It's up to Omen to try and finish this thing out. Omen going to get another. Cash going to go down.
That's the thing about that ghost. If you don't have armor, I think if you do have armor, it kind of just one-taps you in the head.
And that is going to be LCU cleaning them up, taking a 1-0 lead. Very big first round right here. Now we've got 25 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. Let's go. Carter Gaming. We love Carter Gaming.
A meatball. Sorry.
And with LCU holding this 1-0 advantage, we'll see if they see how aggressive they choose to be right here. As it looks like Kentucky kind of still sitting in the middle, going to try and push B, it looks like.
Yeah, they're changing up. They're going for that garage push now.
And they are all going to try and get their way into garage. There are no LCU defenders in that garage right now. There's a few on C. The rest of them are looking into B and A. See what push they decide to make.
You can see there's an alarm bot, and one of those Astra stars in B. And I think there's I don't think there's a drone going through there.
They're making their push on to B. It looks like they are there. LCU is trying to make the rotations right now.
Oh, that was a clean double.
Austinizer with one. Sopa got the other. It's 5v3. All players for LCU pretty healthy. Cash gets one.
Judd was able to afford a Vandal round 2.
And that is going to be a clean sweep right there for LCU.
I'd say that was pretty nasty. Getting a Vandal round 2, you kind of just, at this level, you kind of just take the round. There's not much you can really do in a gunfight against a Vandal.
And it does a good job of LCU retaking the B site after Kentucky made their move onto site, got on there. LCU did a good job rotating, winning their gunfights, and taking that back over without any casualties, I might add. So LCU with a big credit advantage right now. over Kentucky.
I say it looks like Kentucky. They're only missing a few abilities. They still have guns and everything. But this does mean LCU, they don't have to buy any guns this round. Like we can see Western right here sitting at 3,600 credits.
Yeah, they will be absolutely loaded. As LCU being a little bit offensive right here, as you see Carter pushing through the right side, trying to make something happen. Again, hovering around the B A side is Kentucky.
They're spread out hard right now. They're kind of just defaulting, just pretty much B in every single point to get into A.
I don't think really much has been shown so far. C is not in danger at the moment. See how LCU decides to move through. There's one player looking into B for Kentucky. The rest of them focusing on A. Judd going to take some damage, drops him to 26 health as now Kentucky makes their move on to A. As the flank from Cash coming through.
Let's see, they getting down any Astra stars? It's kind of hard to tell.
Spike has gone down. It's a 5v4, but 2 players for LCU are very low. And Sova going to be moving through. Still has full health.
Ooh, and they finally got Cash on the flank.
Cash goes down. Judd goes down.
One enemy
it's now a 2v1, 1v1.
There we go.
And that is going to do it. The clutch coming through, and the defuse will go down.
You didn't even need the Vandal there, just the Ghost. Nice little one tap.
Very, very good retake from LCU, getting back onto the objective and clearing it out. And then Silva coming through to grab the last Wildcat over on the A side. LCU now holds the 3-0 advantage, in full control of this one right now. See if they can keep this thing rolling right now as we get into round number 4. And it has been all LCU so far. That last round was the first one for Kentucky that felt like they kind of got some gunfights to go their way, but still didn't end up getting the round.
I say Kentucky is really kind of just liking this defaulting and not really pushing anywhere. Ooh,
Judd they're hanging around in their spawn still. Looks like a couple of them, or a few of them, are going to make that B push again. They've tried it a couple times. Has not worked yet.
I believe B on this map is kind of just one of the sites you can retake pretty easy, especially with the team setup LCU has right now.
And it looks like they're all going into garage at the moment.
Yeah, man, if Breach has its concussion blast up right now, he would probably hit like 4, maybe all 5. But looks like they're spreading out. They got 2 going back to B main. One's looking for the flank from Judd.
Judd will go down to 49 health, but puts out a little damage himself as well.
Hey, 48 more than he needed.
That's true.
Everyone's saying it.
All of the people are saying it.
I say they're getting kind of timid at the main entrance to B now. Right as I say that, Raze does a little jump pack in.
Gets another one, and LCU cleaning house right now. Flawless.
Last one falling to Austineer. It kind of just seems like they waited a little too long.
That's been the theme so far. Is they're not fully committing to their pushes.
To be fair, this is a hard team to go against. 2 defenders and Sova who can be offensive and defensive. It's kind of rough. And then 2 characters, or one with a semi-global presence. Breach's concussion is pretty dang long. And, I mean, Astra can just place her stars anywhere she wants.
And LCU, I mean, even further than that, just winning their gunfights so far.
Just clicking heads, easy as that.
You're getting flawless as you're doing stuff right. And it is now 4-0. As it is going to be a lot going out onto C. But LCU back on Cash with the 3-piece. There's another one. Cash does not swing around this corner. That's 4. Oh. Went for the reload, and he just happened to be right there. But what a play right there from Cash. He takes 4 of them. And Austin is going to grab the last one.
I say that poor Sova, he was also getting flanked by Judd right there. Didn't really have anywhere to go there. He was kind of just stuck.
Yeah, and big right there from Cash to grab 4 of them, and his team was there to back him up as Kentucky committed a lot to that C push and really didn't get a win out of it. It's down 5-0 now.
Yeah, you could definitely tell they wanted to try just going fast and quick, kind of hit and run there. See if they used, well, it was like either 4 or 5 abilities on the Astra there.
Yeah, they were going after Carter pretty hard. As it looks like they're gonna pile up on C again.
Looks like they're taking it a little bit slower this time.
Yeah, they're not gonna. Well, maybe
Never
not.
mind.
They're pushing pretty far in right now.
Oh man!
But LCU right there waiting for him. Carter gets one, but gets traded back. LCU and Kentucky trading elims right now. The spike is going to be going down.
Spike planted.
LCU knows where they're at. It's just about winning these gunfights.
And the breach hole. That's so sad. They finally get on point.
Last player standing.
And that is going to be the first round going the way of Kentucky. And we'll see. LCU going to be very, very healthy in terms of credits right now as well, so it shouldn't set them back.
I say the only person who should be low is
Need a drop.
is Carter right here, and that's just because the nature of his character. He's having to buy those stars every round. Let's say kind of eats into the bank account there.
And it is LCU up 5-1 right now after dropping the first round right there to the University of Kentucky. As they did go straight for C, and it looks like they're going to go to the opposite side of the map now. After putting a lot of emphasis on C the last 2 times, they're going to try and push through and get to A, it looks like. And right now it's going to be Judd holding this angle right here with all 5 Wildcats moving through. Sova drone coming through. He's going to push through. Gets 2 of them. That's going to be a 3rd. Judd with
Nice
3
and
big
clean.
kills right there.
Great call out having the breach flash there too. They had no idea what was coming.
And Judd's going to have one more right here if he can grab it. They are kind of peeking each other at the moment.
Blocking sight.
I say I think A on this map is a little bit harder to fast rush than C. You know, C is just a straight line. A, you got that little, like, what's it called, sewers down there?
Yeah, and there's a lot of tight angles on A.
Yeah.
It looks like he might be trying to fish out this last guy right here.
It also doesn't help. LCU's, we've had our Sova on C or on A the entire game, so he kind of got value scanning them out early. Even if they shot it, he knows they're there.
30 seconds left.
Judd gonna get taken out.
1 enemy remaining.
Sova gonna grab one, looking for the last one, shooting through. And Austin will get the last attacker right there as LCU takes a 6-1 advantage. Mods, let's start rolling out the band. And it is now going into round number 8. LCU with the massive advantage right now. Gonna try and keep this thing rolling. Kentucky just trying to get anything going. They're not even the fact that LCU is doing a good job rotating, playing well. They're winning their gunfights all over right now. These really haven't been very close rounds so far. The first one was, and then obviously the round that they won. But other than that, LCU doing a good job winning their gunfights.
Concealment.
Off your feet!
It looks like they're going to put a lot of emphasis on the C rush again. All of them are going down that C hallway. Carter going to get one. Austin gets another. Both of them are traded back. Cash goes down. Sova has 3 and will end up falling himself as well. The C rush again going to work for Kentucky.
Say that breach ult is a rough one on C because I think he just hits the entire point with that.
Yeah, and they fully committed. The times that they have done well, they've been full commits onto the site, and it has paid off for them so far for those two. 6-2 though in favor of LCU. LCU in a very, very good spot at the moment as we are getting into round number 9. LCU with the big advantage so far in this one, and it looks like it is going to be that C push again. LCU very ready for it this time though. As you see, Cash, the last player, rolling around over to the side. Judd holding that angle.
No breach ult this time. It's a little bit trickier to push into the site.
That blind gets a lot of them, but Sova going to go down.
Is that Cash with an Odin?
Spike planted.
And it looks like it is going to be Kentucky with a pretty firm control of the site. Austin gets one, but gets traded back as well. And only 6-3 in favor of LCU.
It's a bit of a poor dash there from Judd. He kind of just went straight forward after taking that off shot.
Now into round number 10. I wonder if they're going to try and spread it out or if they're going to keep trying to push this C point. And it looks like they're
going for C again.
They're going to try and make the C push, maybe have a few go through garage.
Change
it appears
up a bit this time.
Right there.
But we'll see what they decide to go for. Judd got the ult out. Gonna take a little bit of damage right there. They know where he is at, but he's hanging around looking to get a few picks right here if possible.
I say it's looking like they're going back to B.
They are all rotating across. Sova is gonna go down.
I say it's looking like they're kind of getting used to the gank or the flank. Or as I say that, Judd takes one out by flanking. They just weren't ready for it twice, you know.
Bot coming back.
They never expect it for the 2-time.
Third time is going to be the charm, though.
Oh, 100%. We can see Judd creeping up on the Cypher right here. Oh, never mind. Took the wrong turn.
That is Killjoy ult, Sova ult. Going down right there.
That is unfortunate to see. Yeah, they don't. That's really the only ult they have to deal with the Killjoy ult. And it seems like that's all they're using it for. They're just going to be waiting for Cash to use Killjoy ult.
And it looks like time's rolling down right now. Going to try and stick the defuse.
There we go.
Big play right there from Judd. Going to grab it and get the defuse off. Big round right there for LCU. As that puts them up 7-3. Good rotation off the spike. Getting the pick and then getting the defuse. Good job knowing the time that's left. That's hard sometimes. You hear that beeping in your ear and got to make that split-second decision of do I go for it or do I try and stick it.
I know if you're looking at it, there's like an outer circle that appears about halfway through, and that'll let you know that whether or not you have enough time left.
And the time, I know the time indicators of the beeping also. I don't remember exactly what they are, but it changes beeping at certain points throughout.
The tempo.
Yeah, the tempo of the beeping changes as it gets closer.
I believe the beeping goes in 3-3 on the timesheet. Don't quote me on that. I only ever played in 4-4. I was not good enough for to change up how much the notes were worth.
Oh my goodness.
And that was unfortunate. Just Ray's checking the soft walls there, seeing if she can't get nothing.
It's now 4v5. Kentucky has 2 ults that are available to them.
And Ray's is still checking those soft walls, seeing if she can't fish for another.
Got a minute left here. This is round number 11. If you're LCU, you'd love to go ahead and take this one, bump up that advantage just a little bit higher. Now 45 seconds left. All 5 players still up for Kentucky.
So I'll be honest, some of these gun skins are distracting.
They're pretty cool.
They got too much like stuff moving on.
Yeah.
I can't. Oh.
Sova gonna fall. It's now a 3v5.
See, and it looks like they're planting on C.
And the spike is going to go down over at A.
Looks like Raisin. Is that? Let's see who that is. Oh, it's Austin. Okay.
Yeah.
Raisin Austin meeting just off site. And Austin clearly wins that.
It's a 3v4 now. LCU trying to retake this point.
They got the tools for it. They're going to go ahead and use breach ult. It looks like they only hit the other breach right there, actually.
And that's good job right there, baiting out that person. Cash can grab one. They're going to start the defuse, but for 3 players, all sitting right there waiting for it. And that is going to be it for that one. It's 7-4. LCU has the advantage. University of Kentucky creeping ever closer to try and get themselves back into this one.
It's the last round in the switch. You definitely want to win this so you have a good You have a good taste in your mouth going into the second half.
And it does look like Kentucky has the upper hand here with 4 ults available to them this round. I'm wondering if we're going to see the C rush with all the ults popped right at the start.
I wouldn't be surprised, you know. I don't think they'll use Omen ult. I think they're just using Omen as a smoke guy.
Could be. You could use it to zone.
Yeah. I say, oh. Well, it looks like we're wrong. They're going for it, but they're kind of taking their time a bit.
They are. It is going to be at C.
Ooh, that breach ult, another rough one, and it's on C again.
That is the first ult down for Kentucky. LCU does a good job. Trades in a couple kills.
Oh.
Spike is being planted.
That was a great ult by the Sova, taking out the guy who was planting.
It's now a 2v1.
Judd with a nice flick on the breach right there.
And they have no idea he's right. He's right there.
Our Sova did.
And LCU going to take the win, moving into the swap.
Switching sides.
It's now the buy phase. LCU on the attacking side of things here, holding an 8-4 advantage going into round number 13.
I wonder whether or not our guys like to start on offense or defense first.
I don't know. I know it depends on the map. But I don't know. I don't know here what is the more desirable position. I think attacking on this map is a little bit easier because there are three different sites that you have to hold.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
Get the hard part out of the way. That's how I was for football. I was on offense. I always liked having offense go out first, so defense could take the second half. I always felt like that was the harder trade there.
We are back into this thing.
It looks like we're hard rushing C here. There was a poor Cypher all by himself on the point.
And gonna dash on, takes one right to the skull.
Oh, looks like the rest of Kentucky were just hiding in garage. Garage is like a clown car there. Just the rest of them popped out.
Kentucky doing a good job holding C point, not letting LCU have that one at all. It's now 8-5 LCU with the 3-round advantage in this one. Getting into round number 14.
Let's see, this Raze is doing some crazy knife tricks.
It does look pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And we will see where LCU decides to attack from here in just a moment. As we get into round number 14, LCU holding the 8-5 advantage. This is week 2 of NACE. LCU with the 1-0 lead, or 1-0, not lead, but 1-0 record. And Kentucky 0-1 on the season. So both teams, one's trying to stay in the win column. The other one is trying to introduce themselves to the win column. A minute and 15 seconds left. Pretty slow played right here.
Yeah, we're in kind of a stalemate right here. No one really wants to push up on the other. Except, of course, our guys have to. They're attacking. If I say Cash is convinced the Sova wants to flank, I'm sure he doesn't know it's the Sova, but he knows someone wants to flank.
The spike.
Looks like they're setting their focus on B. There are a couple defenders there on the site for B, though. And one in garage right now. They're going to move through into garage. Not going to see anybody quite yet.
Ooh, overall, they win the trade on C.
It's a 2v3 right now.
Nice little dodge there. I believe they have enough time to get the spike down.
They do, but with 3 players.
Who's holding the spike? Oh.
And that is going to be another defensive round for Kentucky as they bring themselves within 2 of your LCU Chaparrals. It is 8-6. And LCU now going to have weapons, all that good stuff. And we'll see if they're able to take advantage of that, get themselves back on the scoreboard here in round number 15.
This is the round you definitely want to win. Get the momentum shifted back in your favor. As we've seen, our guys are huge momentum players. They like to hold on to it once they got it.
If I'm not mistaken, if you lose the pistol round, I think there's a pretty high percentage chance that you lose the second round as well. But then you get the advantage in the third round as you're able to buy.
I say, and that's because most teams that are ahead that first 2 rounds, they just kind of take those as a save round. They don't buy the fancy Vandals on the 3rd round.
And we've got Cash moving through again, trying to fish out this person in garage, but they're going to move themselves out and back into C. Have a couple players on B. One of them looking into garage right now.
Sounds like Cash heard the one looking in the garage.
And just kind of waiting things out right now. Only 1 in B now. There's 2 on A, 1 in garage, 1 on C. They're going to now take control of garage and rotate back over to the B side.
Looks like they're going all the way to A.
They are. They're making the full swap, and it looks like it might fool Kentucky as they're all going over to C, while the rest of LCU going to jump on to A site. And now it's the mad dash back to site for Kentucky. And we'll see a lot of gunfights go down right here.
Cash picking up a straggler on B. Austin getting a guy at A main.
It's now a 5v2. LCU looks like they are on the verge of getting themselves back in the win column. There is somebody in heaven. They are going to have Cash trying the flank right now. Sees one of them. Gets a little bit of damage off. It's a 2v1. Now it's a 1v1. Spike is going to run out here pretty soon. Doing a good job of staying out of the way right now is Austin. Spike is ticking. It looks like time is going to run out for the defuse.
Raze is wanting to lose. She just wanted to keep
also
Austin.
going to get the kill.
She just wanted to keep Austin and die to the bomb there.
And LCU finds himself back in the win column. 9-6. Have the 3-round advantage over the Kentucky Wildcats.
It doesn't really look like our guys are able to buy this round though.
I think
it looks like they're never mind. It looks like they're deciding to go with the buy.
I don't think everyone will be able to, but some of them are.
That's it. It seems kind of like a partial for most of the guys.
Getting into the next round right now. No ults for either team quite yet. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And it will be Judd getting taken out early, trying to make the move. It will be Carter furthering this push over onto A side where there are 3 Wildcats waiting for him. Only 1 on C and then 1 looking into B. It looks like you've got Cash on the flank. There is going to be a gunfight going down on C. Looks like neither player getting shots to go down right there quite yet. There's going to be a rotation from the Wildcats back over to C. But LCU doing the same thing they did last time. There's that Sova up top on A right now, but 3 attackers for LCU. Hanging around the A side right now. Going to block that off right there.
Say it looks like they're Sova ready for a recon arrow.
And shots are going to be fired up top right there. Not going to find, well, Carter found one, but it's not the Sova that's up top. He is going to be blinded. He's got one coming down. Good shots right there from Carter. He's got 2 more waiting for him. Not going to find the next one.
That was unfortunate, but that was a creative way of throwing off his aim right there.
It is now a 1v3, but 2 of them are very low for Kentucky. But that does not matter, as Cash is going to fall, and the defuse is going to come out for Kentucky.
Shame. I love explosions.
It's now 9-7 in favor of your LCU Chaparrals. Only with a 2-round advantage right now. Love to see them reel off a couple right here if possible. Get themselves back comfortably in the driver's seat. 2 rounds is still a good lead to have, but you were up 6-1 at one point in this one. A 5-round lead now cut down to 2. And the University of Kentucky doing a good job holding the defense. Not allowing LCU to get any momentum here in this second half. As we go into the next one, I believe LCU opting not to buy here. Going to see some sheriffs and stuff like that. But if you could steal this round right here, that would be very big.
So yeah, and LCU decided to play it slow. Oh, I think Judd might have seen
I
just
think
a little bit of that
saw his
Cypher's hat.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Judd gonna opt to move back out of garage.
I think they're deciding to go back to C, leaving Cash to see if he can't get someone just waiting to pass by garage.
And you see the Wildcat over there on C with the long angle. And they're all going to abandon A right now and move their way over to C. Sova trying to decide where he wants to move himself.
I was saying it looked like Breach got a little pick on Cash there in mid. Oh, it looks like Kentucky's. Oh, never mind. They're double backing. They're going back to C.
30 seconds left.
So they're making the rotation right now. LCU trying to decide where they want to make their push as they fake the rotation back over to the A side and walk back to C. Another Chaparral going to go down. It's now a 3v5. Kentucky making the mad dash back over to point. Austin's going to go down. Carter's going to go down. And that is going to do it.
I say Sova making two of them hurt a little bit, getting some nice headshots with the revolver right there. Oh, and we're having a timeout right now.
I think it's a good timeout. I believe that will be LCU's timeout.
Yes.
Good timeout from LCU to get themselves a little bit of a breather as Kentucky's clawed their way back into this one. It's now 9-8, and it's good to have a little breather right here, regroup, get ready to go again as you still have a 1-round lead, and that's a pretty big round that you're going to have for this one. Sorry, I'm trying to get the chat pulled back up on my phone.
Whew. No, he wasn't.
Can take a little bit of a breath right now.
I'm gonna be honest. I've never been I know timeouts really useful, really strong tool to have. I've never been a fan of them.
Why? Why is that?
I just feel like, and it's cause how good they are, but like they stop that momentum so hard. But I also feel like, it was if I was winning and the other team took a timeout, I'm like, okay, we kind of got him. We just
but sometimes that's the mindset you want them to have. You want them to be like, okay, yeah, they're on their back foot. We've got the advantage here. I know me personally, thinking about time in sports and all that kind of stuff, I like the underdog kind of role, and so I think it's a good reset tool for LCU, and we'll see if it paid off here in just a second, as it is. I
do not know the timeout rules.
Remember how many timeouts. I believe each team has 2, but I could be wrong. It could be 1.
It is a little weird. It is because it's only a 1-minute timeout. You don't really have it's not a lot of time to really get something like a game plan going right there.
And that is going to be 2 found from the Sova. Cash going to go down. Judd also going to fall. It is now a 1v5 as Western Me gets 2 of them, but will end up going down himself. We're all tied up here, 9 apiece. The Wildcats have clawed their way back into a tie here, 9-9. LCU looking to get anything going right now, as it has been all Wildcats here in the second half.
Say LCU, we're kind of struggling with econ right now. It looks like we're kind of going for another partial buy right here.
And this is a big round for both teams, as if Kentucky's able to take this would be the first lead that they held so far in this one. And the confidence has to be at an all-time high for the Wildcats. Seems to have gone very well for them. Trying to get these one-tap headshots is Judd. Not quite able to get that one. Sova got to keep trying to spot him out. Got Carter moving through.
Doing a little dance with the smoke right there.
There's a person staring right at him.
Oh.
Right in the smoke. Unfortunate. And that's going to be another player for LCU going down. It's a 3v5. 2v5 now. So that'll be 3 found for the Sova. Omen grabs 1 himself. It's now a 1v5. All down to Cash and his Sheriff. See if he's able to find anything. Even a few kills would be big, but it will be flawless for Kentucky as they take the lead for the first time here in week number 2 of NACE. 10-9. Got a very close match going on so far. We are apparently in week 3. LCU just got, I guess both teams had a bye week 1.
Only we had a bye.
I was told Kentucky was 0-1 though. Either way, I guess this is week number 3, but it is now going on to round number 20. Kentucky playing with their first lead of the match. We'll see how they respond with it. And we'll see how LCU responds to being down for the first time as well. As all 5 ults are up for LCU, 3 of them up for Kentucky. I doubt you're going to see LCU dump all of them, but maybe in an attempt to get some momentum, you might see a few. Good job right there from Carter. Clicking on the head.
I think he's figured out the Sova really likes to play close to those smokes.
He did a good job playing out of the line of sight from that Sova.
Oh, it looks like we're rotating back to C, but Kentucky's ready for it. They already have a Raze and C and a Cypher and Garage.
Revealing area.
And LCU Sova gonna fire some tracking into the site.
You want to fight it?
It's hard to hide from the all-seeing Sova arrow. We have our own breach ult going into C. It's a bit of an unfortunate timing with that Raze grenade. Kind of stopped that push dead in its tracks.
Astra ult has also gone down.
30 seconds left.
Let's say Astra ult, I think it's one of the cooler ones. Just a big wall, doesn't let sound through, and can't shoot through it either. Real big game changer.
Good job right there by Judd, waiting for the rotations from Kentucky, able to grab one. It's now a 5v2.
10 seconds
I
left.
say that Sova's going. That's Cypher. Sorry, I was gonna say, but they're going to their favorite spot up in heaven.
Are sitting up there. They have taken down that Sova that's given LCU a lot of trouble so far.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about that.
Judd falling to the op right there. That is unfortunate. But the op is just a one-click kill.
You hear it being fired off to the left.
It looks like Kentucky's opting to save this round. They're just giving sight. Or, never mind.
No, I think they are going to give. They're just going
Yeah.
to watch these angles if LCU rotates out of the explosion, which LCU wisely going to go back towards their own spawn. And we will not see any more conflict here in round number 20. Going to go the way of LCU. It's 10-10. As LCU has evened this back up. Good response from the Chaparrals after going down for the first time in the match. They even it right back up.
I think my prediction is the only one still standing. I said 13-10.
I think I said 13-8 maybe. I don't remember what I said.
Oh, so close.
Not gonna be it though, as it is already 10-10. Both teams struggling to get a handle on this one. After LCU handed the lead back to the Wildcats, they are going to try and snatch it right back up right here. There's a lot of gunfights gonna go down.
I say it kind of seems like Kentucky, they kind of just know they're going for C again. They're using a lot of abilities on C. I say Kentucky sitting there with a breach and Raze ult. Oh, I think they're going to use breach ult here. You can kind of see him. Yep.
Gonna use it to try and counter that Killjoy. People will be. It's now a 1v3. Getting shot from a few different angles. Gonna go down. Wildcats take the lead back.
Uh-oh. Now my prediction has fallen. I say LCU still being able to buy, though. They're not quite out of this yet.
It is 10-11 now. Wildcats retake the lead here. After a good round from LCU the round before. Wildcats win their gunfight. Take the lead back 11-10. As we get in to round number 22.
Get out of my way. I'm covering it.
11-6. Kentucky. And LCU going to try and push this A site again. This has been a few rounds in a row that they've been going for this A site. And it's where they found most of their success in the rounds that you have won so far.
I say they left that bomb at B there, so it looks like they're kind of just ready to rotate whenever they want. It looks like they're going to go ahead and do that. Cash is heading towards the garage. Oh, it seems like everyone else is heading towards garage too. They're going to see if the Cypher is wanting to do anything about it. Oh, and he hits the, what's that? Darts?
Yeah, still a dart.
It's still a dart? Okay. I say, oh, a Cypher sitting there with an Odin just blasting through the wall, see if he can't get in anybody.
And it looks like the rest of Kentucky's responded over to C.
Or
And
double back.
LCU coming back over to A.
I say double back isn't something you see a whole lot from the little Val I've played. Most people, they tend to just rotate once and go, okay, we're sticking it.
And LCU so far has used the double back a few times to their advantage. They've got Judd in the little corridor.
Say it's working out. It's a 4v5, but they have everyone on site. Oh, that's weird.
Come down to these gunfights. Austin gonna get one. Austin gonna get two. Cash gets another. It's a 2v2. Cash gets one more.
That Sova sitting in his little favorite spot.
It's 2v1. And with the spike down, LCU gonna try and just waste a little bit of time, as they know this Sova's got to make his move eventually.
I think Austin's just gonna be holding that concussion blast till he hears a beep of the bomb. Oh.
Sova trying to look for anybody, not going to find anyone. Opts to just go ahead and leave.
Uh-oh,
I think they might meet up right here.
Oh, I think they heard him.
And good stuff right there from Austin.
Oh, come here. Cash on the edge right there. That's okay. I think they still have enough money to buy a gun for him, and he can get all of his abilities.
It's tied up again, 11-11.
It's angel numbers right there.
11-11, make a wish.
Oh.
13 seconds left until they get into this next one. Neither team is doing a good job, or neither team is taking a hold on this match, I should say. After LCU got off to the big lead early, both teams have been struggling to get a hold on this one, as two massive answers from the Chaparrals have this thing tied up at 11 apiece after Kentucky clawed their way all the way back.
LCU's decided a hard rush in B.
And a lot is going to be going down B. That's 3 down for LCU. 4 down. It's now 1v5.
Kentucky not holding back any of those abilities.
And that's going to be a flawless for the Wildcats as they take a 12-11 lead. They are match point now. LCU has to win this one to force overtime.
LCU, not everyone's able to buy. It's gonna take some fancy maneuvering to win this one.
It's now down to the wire here. LCU needs a really big answer here to force this thing into extra rounds, I guess you could say, or into another round, and tie this thing up at 12 apiece. See if they're able to do so here as we get underway in round number 24.
I believe 12-12 after that's overtime, and then both teams get the same amount of money.
Yeah, credits are reset and evened up as Carter going to find a huge pick right there.
I think that's their best chance at winning. Kentucky isn't having the credit advantage. They can kind of just do whatever they want.
It's a 3v4 now, 2v4 as Carter going to go down. It's down to Cash and Judd. As Judd's got one in his sights. He's actually got 2 in his sights. And that op is going to go right through his teeth. It's now a 1v4. LCU trying to avoid losing in map number 1. They're going to be slow pushing through B. Is Cash doing what he does best?
That Cypher ult kind of just forces you to act. You can't really sit still.
And that is a good start right there for the Wildcats as they take the first map 1-0. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with map number 2 here in just a minute. Alrighty, we are back again. And again, there is music playing in our ears. So there we go. Now I can think. Appreciate everybody being here again as well. We're getting into map number 2, playing on Lotus. And if I can get the chat pulled up again, darn it. There we go. Twitch. I can interact with the wonderful people of LCU Esports right now. If you're still in the chat, give us some shap emotes. Let us know you're still here and still supporting. We're getting into map number 2, and we'll see how map number 2 is going to play out as Kentucky took the first map away from LCU. After LCU started off up 6-1, Kentucky answered back with the great round themselves, or a great map themselves, and put themselves in position to take that one. We're now into map numero 2, and it's 2 of 3. So if LCU wants to win this thing, we're going to have to take this to a map 3, which means we are going to be up late tonight watching some LCU Valorant. So we're 24 seconds away from map number 2 being underway here in week number 3 of NACE. LCU 1-0 on the season. Kentucky 0-1. As Jackson is furiously typing away in our Discord chat.
There's a smear campaign.
How do you spell that?
Against my name. SMEAR. You act like I use smear in my everyday life. Let's say this is a weird map choice. I don't think, me personally, every time I get this in
Poison's off.
what's it called? Quick play or something. I'm like, oh great, it's this map that I can't remember the name of, but I don't like it.
This map?
Yeah,
It's Lotus.
Another 3-point map, by the way.
Yeah, it is a 3-point map.
Spike planted.
And Kentucky, like we said, took the first map home, so they are playing with an advantage right here. This is the pistol round. LCU won I think they won the first pistol round, lost the second pistol round. Both of them were pretty decisive. But with the spike down, it's a 3v4. LCU's got to get something going here. And it is going to go the way of Kentucky. And they will take the first pistol round here with a 1-0 lead. We will see slight variations in the comps being played for both teams, actually. As we welcome Sky, I believe, and Viper into the mix for LCU. And there is a Chamber and a Sky on the enemy team that is now in for them. We're getting into round number 2 at the moment. LCU down 1-0, dropping the first round.
Say they kind of LCU this time kind of picked a little bit more aggressive comp. We swapped. I believe it would be Raze for Sova and let's say Sky for Breach there.
It's 2v4 as Kentucky's come out firing here on map number 2. Viper wall going to go down. It's all down to Viper. Screen going to go down. Just has the base pistol. He's going to try and flank around as all of them look to be making their way over to C. It's going to take a pretty incredible play from Viper here in order to get this round for LCU.
I know y'all can't see it, but I have such a big smile on my face right now.
Planted.
That's from 1987.
The birth of it.
This is bad.
The creation.
People can't see. This is bad.
It's a primary source.
Bad radio.
I don't think we can say bad radio either. That's a DFW station. You wouldn't know living out here in Midland. But to all the people at home, GIF is pronounced GIF as of 1987.
It's okay to be wrong.
Choosy developers, he reportedly said, chose GIF. This was a course on the play of the. This was, of course, a play on the peanut butter brand Jif's line. Choosy mothers choose Jif.
Yeah. So if it was Jif, it would be JIF.
No, it's a play on word. It's a.
So if I wanna be dog to play off cat, but we're gonna pronounce it cat, even though it's spelled dog.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
a communications major.
Get
I wouldn't
slapped
expect
with logic.
you to understand this.
Covering it.
Get slapped with the
Slade is
logic.
threatening to silence the commentators for tonight. Slade is running a tyrannical stream.
I refuse to be right then. That's what I'm saying. It is 100% GIF. And that's just the end of it.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
I've got no trail.
I hate to be this guy, but I do not care of the opinions of business.
It's a 1v1 right now. Sky
Wow.
versus Sky. Austin trying to put down the defuse.
Oh,
Enemy Sky comes
a
and
shame.
checks it just in time, able to take the round for Kentucky, who's up 3-0 now.
but I
in that number
refuse to Oh, the flying Frenchman is here for my aid, much like
He's
Napoleon.
not for your aid. Read the message.
Schiffer, yeah, okay.
The message said it's GIF and it's short for graphics
Okay.
interchange format, not graphics interchange format.
He's French.
You thought
He doesn't know what he's
sticking up
talking
for
about.
you.
I bet he's probably as tall as Napoleon.
We appreciate the facts being brought into the chat. we appreciate the facts in the chat.
Napoleon was like 5'2". He's probably normal height for you, Slade. Oh my gosh. If the letter G is followed by the letter E or I, the G is pronounced J. I bet you're mad right now.
Wait, what do you mean?
Communication.
It says gift. It's not gift. It's a gift.
Why is it? Wait, what? Why is it saying that then? That's just wrong. Yeah.
Gaxon.
But no, but yeah, but why you're seeing that it actually says it's pronounced like a J.
Yeah.
So why is it just wrong? Is it like there to specifically mess with me?
I don't know,
it says
but
the
this is
same
hilarious.
thing twice. I'm done. Landon's just commentating by himself tonight. I got homework to do, dog. I don't have coloring pages like business and communications majors. Like I have like actual like
30
homework to be
seconds left.
doing.
I will still not get over the excited reaction that the flying Frenchman has come to my aid, only to realize
I don't know who this guy
he
is.
came in to drop facts.
He just might get timed out just for being French, like how Andy gets timed out for being Canadian.
Oh, this is too much. It's a 3-0 lead right now for the University of Kentucky as they have a firm hold so far on map number 2. It's a 4v4 though. Spike is down. And LCU trying to answer, get anything going.
Let's say Cash. Oh, let's say looks like he's firing from the hip with that revolver right there.
And it is now going to be 4-0 in favor of the Wildcats, who are on top. And it looks like there is going to be a timeout here early
Kentucky.
for LCU. We're going to take a timeout with them here and discuss whether it's a GIF or a GIF. We'll be back in 30 seconds. All right, we're back here, round number 5. We've got a new question for the chat. Can you stack plus 4s in Uno? We'll see what people think about that.
I think the main contention point is +2s. I think it's universal +4s can be stacked.
Really? I thought it was the
Or is
opposite.
it the other way around?
Maybe not. I don't know. Can you stack +2s and +4s? In my rule book, yes, they should all be able to be stacked, and I will play that way no matter what the Uno creator says.
I believe, it's kind of just, it's house rules when it comes to Uno.
And yeah, we've got
Odin.
got an Odin throwing out some firepower here.
This is probably the most times I've seen Odin in a collegiate set.
Poison's off.
And it is, like we said, Wildcats in firm control here of map number 2, doing a good job on the attacking side of things. LCU needs to get something going here to build some momentum into the second half of this map. Only down 4-0 though. It's definitely not insurmountable.
I'm loving Judd's POV right here. You can definitely tell he's just kind of listening for him. The wall doesn't give a lot of visual information. His ears, though, on the other hand, is like an owl.
When your vision is gone, your other senses are amplified.
I guess, never mind, it's like a mole. But I didn't want to call Judd a mole. Except, he just saw 2 people and took him out like that.
Blinded.
30 seconds
Judd
left.
gives the advantage to LCU. It's a 3v5 now for LCU.
This Brave Rays on the other team is pushing an Odin.
See if they're able to get anything going. Got the kill with the Odin.
And our production, they just didn't want to show the massacre that was. They were trying to save y'all.
10 seconds left.
Pronounced Jassiker.
Poison's off.
According to you.
I hate to break
One
it to
enemy
you. I
remaining.
am not contractually obligated to stay here. I will just leave.
LCU gonna take that round, get themselves in the win column. As it is now 1-4 in favor of the University of Kentucky. Here in map number 2 of week 3, as Kentucky holds the 1-0 map lead, trying to close this out in 2 maps. LCU trying to force a third one, if possible. As it looks like there's going to be a lot of attention being focused on A this time for the Wildcats. And they are going to be peering through that. Wait, Sky going to throw the bird. And they are all right here.
They're ready for it. Kentucky's, it looks like they've adjusted their game plan. They're wanting to go hard and fast.
Austin going to grab one. Judd going to get traded back. Austin, Carter both get one. It's now 4-2 advantage. Now 4-3 as Austin will go down. Or 3-2, sorry. It's down to the Chamber in the Omen. LCU has Astra, KGA, and Viper all left. Kentucky trying to get themselves back in the win column. LCU trying to claw themselves back into this one round by round. It's going to be...
Chambers just sitting there with the op.
He's got all 3 kills so far this round for Kentucky.
I say, it's pretty easy to get kills when you have an op. You don't have to aim at heads. You can kind of just hit wherever.
Concealment.
Call it the op crutch.
That's what I like to call it.
30 seconds left.
2v2 now. 27 seconds left. Plant's got to go down here pretty soon.
I say, the Viper's still holding on to that Odin from last round. Oh, and it looks like it's about to start rolling.
Spike planted.
And he's going to
One
take him out.
enemy remaining.
It's 2v1 now. And it looks like the rotation should be coming out here soon from
Last player
Carter, who
standing.
gets taken out.
There we go. Yeah, Odin's a tough gun to be peeking corners with.
Viper makes it happen, though. Gets the round for LCU. A very big round for the Chaparrals. Move themselves to within 2.
He's really liking that Odin on this map. And I can't blame him. It's working out for him.
He has been putting in work with that so far.
I don't know if I've dropped this quote before, but old football coaches say if it keeps working, we're gonna run it till it's not.
All the people have been saying
I
that.
said that last stream. Well, my bad.
The people have been saying it.
True. I still remember that game. There was like 150 plays on offense. They were all run plays. I
Golly.
was dead tired. It was actually in the FC Dallas football stadium.
You want to play? Let's
Yeah.
play.
Obscuring vision.
Football.
Obscuring vision.
Football.
Football. That's how this flying Frenchman guy would say it.
Toxins going up.
It is 2-4.
A traitor to his country.
Kentucky in the lead right now. Have the Viper ult and the Astra ult available to LCU. Chamber gonna pop his ult.
I say Viper ult. It's kind of like walking into the boxing ring with Rocky. You know, you're stuck in there with her.
It was a very scary ult to have to push into.
You know, it's even scarier. A rocket launcher running right at you.
I've got
And
your
it's not.
trail.
Never mind. It's not
That's
running at
three
anybody.
ults now. That's Sky, Raze, and Chamber all using their ults for Kentucky.
I say, Sky, she's got the hunting dog, just tracking them down, giving information.
It's 5v3. 5v2 now.
See, that's unfortunate. Flank from the
Last player
breeze.
standing.
Oh, Austin caught jumping.
5v1.
Ooh,
It is down to Carter, and they are full push right now.
Oh my gosh, they used whatever they could on that man.
And that will be a round going to the University of Kentucky. It's 2-5. LCU down 3 rounds right now. But they have played themselves back a little bit closer than where they were. It was 4-0 at one point. It's now 5-2. So if you are a chaperone, you like the direction that this one has been going recently. And that was also 3 ults that came out from Kentucky right there. So that's a lot of firepower that they will be missing.
That'll whack.
Here in these next few rounds, LCU still has the Viper and the Astra ult.
Blocking vision.
Let's see if we see any of those come out here.
Blinded.
As the blind's going to come out. And that will be Carter and Austin both going
That
down.
was unfortunate. A little bit of a blind fire through the smoke, seeing if you can't just catch anything there.
Get out of here.
That raise. Ooh, that was a nice spray transfer. Ooh, Judd taking down 3. That raise flying in, thinking she can get something.
Last
Judd was
player
not allowing
standing.
that.
One enemy remaining.
Say Cash now has a gun.
down,
Doesn't know
C.
where Sky is though. Say she's flanking. Let's see if he can hear something.
Placing alarm bot.
He's going to be holding this corner right here. It's a 1v1. He's going to come to his left.
Oh, it was unfortunate. Just couldn't flick barely fast enough.
Very unfortunate. Not able to win the 1v1.
Placing sentry.
Good observation, Slade. I know no one heard it, but I want to give credit to Slade.
It's now 2-6 in favor of the Wildcats. They are in control here in the first half. And I believe these are going to be some big rounds for LCU coming up, as you don't want to find yourself down too much going into the swap. So if they can get a couple of these, it's a totally different match. And LCU being uber aggressive right here. Going to push through the first one. Carter does a good job holding that back wall.
It's looking like it's working. It looks like the Sky is trying to figure out what to do with against this Viper ult, kind of blocking the choke on C.
That was a very good job right there from LCU to coordinate that push over on the A side of the map.
I say they do have Spike down on their side. The Sky, she's kind of just tiptoeing around this Viper ult. Oh,
Viper ult's going to go down and get dropped as soon as it drops.
bit of unfortunate timing there.
4v3. Lots of fire going through that smoke right there. 2 more ults up for LCU as they have the Killjoy and the Astra ult. Good right there from Judd.
Judd
One
catching
enemy
that Sky
remaining.
right as she lets go of that shift key to stop walking.
Austin gets one himself. It's now a 1v4. LCU closing in on this thing. Trying to make it back to 3-round
30 seconds
advantage. As it is 6-2 here. LCU, if they're able to get this, will make it 6-3. And the Chaparral's going to have to claw back into this one the same way Kentucky had to do it
Ears still
the round before. So we've already seen it done here tonight. We'll see if LCU is able to replicate some of the magic that the Wildcats held in map number 1. As it is 3-6 here. And again, very, very big rounds finishing up right here. This is where we saw Kentucky in map number 1 start to bring themselves back into it. We'll see if LCU is able to do the same. It is 6-3 currently. Lots of attackers coming through. And it is going to be Kentucky coming to that out of that one unscathed. 5-2 right now.
That's really unfortunate. It seems like they're just kind of ready for that raise ult as soon as they heard that grenade coming out.
Spike
Currently
planted.
6-3. This would make it 7-3 in favor of the Wildcats. All 5 of them pretty much are on point. It's down to Viper. Let's see if Viper's able to get anything going. Gets one. Still very healthy as well. He's got one coming behind him. I think he hears the footsteps. Moves up a little bit. And they have him cornered right now. One coming from the left. Good flick right there. It's now a 1v2. We'll see if he's able to make it happen. He's got to push around this corner. Right through the soft box. Not able to get it done.
Yeah, that's been unfortunate. That was smart throwing the Vandal away, picking up the Phantom. It does have a higher rate of fire, so it is better in those close quarter situations.
And it is now a 7-3 advantage for the Wildcats. And again, very big rounds right here. You don't want to have to make up more rounds if you don't have to. Every round that LCU can grab right here makes the other side of this one a whole lot easier. As it is 3-7. LCU still has 2 ults. They've got the KJ ult and the Astra ult available to them. And then on the other side, Breach and Omen for Kentucky.
It does look like Kentucky's deciding to go just all rush again here. Yep, the Breach ult coming out.
Breach ult coming out. And that is going to be Cash getting run down. It is a 3v5. Spikes down. Carter going to get a pick. A very big pick. Right there.
The Viper was kind of playing with fire there. They were sending out some shots through that smoke, and she almost got hit.
Last player standing.
And Carter going to get another. It's 2 for him. Going to get stunned right there. Trying to push his way through, get back onto point. Going to have to make the retake, but going to get headshot right there.
They both saw each other. They both saw each other through that little sliver in the
Last
smoke in the
round
wall
in
right
the
there.
half.
One more round before the swap. This is a big round, as you do not want to be down.
Turn out.
6 rounds going into the second half. 9-3. Not impossible to come back from by any means, but it is tougher. The higher this win count gets for the Wildcats, it's going to make it a little bit tougher for LCU to bring themselves back into this one. So hopefully the comeback starts right here, as LCU going to be on defense for the last time right here. Austin knows what he's got to do.
Great pick on the chamber there. He was caught in that vortex from the Astra. Not much you can do about that.
We'll be moving back through to the other side. Got the signature of the day, the Odin.
So he's loving that today.
Spike planted.
Spike will be planted over at C.
Let's say there is a KJ ult. They can't really do a whole lot about it if they put it down.
And there goes the Killjoy ult coming out. And LCU going to try and make their move back onto point. Judd going to grab one. Carter going to get traded back.
Let's say
Still trying to move their way through. It's a 4v3.
the dogs are hunting them now.
LCU going to try and
One
stick
from the
the
grenade.
defuse, and I think they're going to get it.
Yeah, the Breach, he's kind of just caught off site.
And that is a big round for LCU, as all of the defending wins that you can get are very good.
Switching sides.
That's 4 round wins for LCU right there. Back onto the attacking side of things. And again, another attacker favorited map. As again, there's 3 points, lots of different ways you can go. It's a big map. It's a long walk from A to C. So good coordination can get you a long way here in this one.
Alarm bot out.
Here, this first pistol round could be very big for LCU. This is pistol rounds are big for both teams, I guess. If you're Kentucky, obviously you'd like to have this one because it's kind of a free defensive round if you're able to take it. And then LCU trying to right the ship needs all the round wins that they can get here. So it looks like they've got Spike over onto the C side of things. They're going to move through. Trying to go through the middle, make something happen on C. Judd and Carter both get big picks right there. It's a 5v3. All players for LCU relatively healthy.
I say there's no one on C site waiting for them, so this is just free for them to move in here and plant.
That's the first one going to be taken for Kentucky. It's a 4v3. LCU has made their way on to C, and the plant is going down as well. There's a Raze moving through the backside of C. We'll see if they're able to find him. Austin going to take out the dog. And they're going to be peeking through. Shots coming out. Good patience right there from Carter.
I'm not sure. I'm sure he knows the Omen is there now.
One enemy remaining.
And the breach going to go down.
That wasn't breach. That wasn't Omen. That was breach. They got similar like shoulder width, so you know it's hard to tell.
It's now 8-5 LCU. Within 3 all of a sudden after 2 big round wins from them. Pulls them ever closer here. As we saw a comeback in the first map. We'd love to see a comeback here in map number 2. As we get into round number 14 of map number 2 and week 3 of NACE. And they are off again. As you see,
Targets destroyed.
see a Wildcat positioned right back there.
Spawn.
Does get a trade. 1 for 1.
Does drop spawn or spike and spawn.
Grab the ult point right there.
So yeah, I will agree. This does seem like an attacker-sided map. All these ult orbs are on their side, just free resources for them.
Very close corners that attackers can coordinate and push through. That smoke going to be going down again. LCU loading up that C side. You've got Cash moving his way through middle. Going to probably meet up with this breach right here. As neither player knows the other one is there. Breach going to back up. Move to back of B. Rotate over to C. Just as LCU makes their push onto C. Judd going to get one. Another one going to be pushing through right here. Judd gets another.
Pretty sure they heard that breach there. They're going for a quick rotate late in the match. No, they're just rotating to B. It's not too far.
Cash takes a little bit of damage, but not really much
Cash
to do
is
anything.
waiting for the sky right here. Yeah.
Walked right into the crosshair right there.
He knew it right there.
It's now at 4v1. LCU trying to pull themselves within 2 here.
I believe the kids these days call those I got the reads. Oh, and Ray's just that was a rough one for her. She thought she was slick trying to, peek over the or peek
Everyone make fun of German efficiency.
around the corner. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just keep laughing as you use
Around the corner.
And then she just got blasted.
Round the
I
outside.
say we're looking at all of them now. Kenneth on him with the amaze tag has that cap is looking freakishly long right now with that camera.
That is kind of.
That is a little weird.
It do be looking like a long cap. And we are now getting back into things here.
You can see all of them. They're all in business mode. Business. But I say, little do they know, if they just rushed B, that would have been a free site for them. But, alas.
Round number 15 here. The Wildcats now on their back foot. Again, it is an attacker-sided map, so you kind of expect some of this. And if you are Kentucky, you got to get the momentum going back in your direction. But for LCU, doing a very good job of bringing themselves back in. They didn't panic early. Knew that they would have the attacking side of things later on and would have the answer back. And played themselves back squarely into this one. 53 seconds left here in this round. LCU looking like they're going to try and make their push onto C. It's like everybody's now making the push onto C.
I'm saying, it looks like that Raze ult just kind of made him give up the site right there.
38 seconds left now as LCU has taken control of C.
Let's say I always find it funny. You know, they got that
30
breach over there on
seconds
A trying to flank, and we got the Sky in their spawn, or the Viper in their spawn, getting 2.
And it is now going to be 4 against 2 in favor of LCU. 3 against 2 as the plant is coming down. Cash going to get that one. Only 14 seconds left, so good to get that plant down. And it is going to have to be Kentucky who's going to have to retake down a man to try and get themselves back in the win column. LCU, on the other hand, storming back in this one.
Kind of seemed like Cash has a sixth sense. He knows where they're at. Oh.
Chamber going to grab one. Breach flies around the corner. Cash gets him, though. Austin gets the last one. That's 4 rounds in a row for LCU.
You love to see it. That just means, you know,
Make
they're
sure to follow my package.
they're making that
I'll
credit
illustrate
difference
for
between the
you.
two teams even bigger. You know, that was kind of their main downfall in that first game. You know, Kentucky kind of got a little bit of momentum, and they were just able to keep buying what the tools they needed, and LCU couldn't really keep up with that.
LCU trying to force map number 3. So we're in map number 2 right now. The first one went to Kentucky. So LCU going to have to win this one to keep this match going here into map number 3. As it is 8-7, Kentucky with the 1 round advantage here. LCU has been on a tear recently. Onto the attacker side of things, have played it perfectly so far. It's a 5v4 at the moment. A little bit of damage has gone onto that raise, or our raise for LCU. But not a lot to speak of. It is LCU already having control of the C side of things, and Spike will be going down.
You know what they say? Judd, 82 health, 81 more than he needs. And I believe he's not about to prove it. Yeah, no, I read it wrong. Never mind. He proves me again. Everyone's saying it these days. It's the new thing. 63 more than he needed.
And will flick around the corner, get the kill. It's 8-8. We're all tied up here in map number 2. LCU has their foot on the gas pedal.
I say, you can see Judd. He got that smile on his face. He was happy. He knew that's what the people were saying.
All of the people had been saying it. It is now all tied up at 8 apiece. Going into round number 17. LCU looking to take their first lead of the round here, or of the map, I should say. And we will be getting right back into this one. All tied up at 8 apiece. See who's able to answer and take back control. This is where we saw some back and forth in the first map once it got evened up. It was back and forth up until the very end.
We'll say pre-firing a dog is kind of crazy coming out from the other sky. That's all you have to say.
It is.
You've lost respect for me.
What do you want me to say? You want me to break it down for you?
No, I don't want you to. I think we should leave the subject behind. I say, on the other hand, we have they just got the raise ult from Judd. He only needs 1. He's about to prove it right here. It was just an unlucky nade. Obviously, the University of Kentucky is hacking, and NACE needs to break down on them.
It's now a 5v3 in favor of Kentucky.
Hey, there's just a wild chamber flanking from behind.
And will get dealt with quickly. It's now 4-3. Not a lot of health on the Viper for LCU.
Hey, but you know what they say.
30 seconds left.
6 more than you need.
That is what they say.
Placing swamp grenade.
Say Cash was 74. Very comfortable at that range from what I hear. Shooting through the tree, he's so comfortable.
There is a breach right there waiting for him. Not going to find anybody with that ability. All 30 for LCU. Going to be pushing through this point right here.
Spike down A.
Amaze. Going to grab 2. It's now a 1v2. And it looks like time will run out on him right there. As Kentucky brings himself back 1 round ahead. But LCU, after winning 6 rounds in a row, was that? No, it was 5 rounds in a row.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because they were at, it was 3-6, and then I believe It might have been 6. It might have been 2-6. I don't remember. They've won 5 or 6 in a row. And that would be the first one that they're going to drop on the attacking side of things. So they have the credits to rebuy, get ready, get back into this thing here. Because this could be a very pivotal round, though. If LCU were to drop one, lose the credit advantage, not a place that you want to be. But going to try and rush C, which has been very lucrative for them so far, pushing this C side.
I say it's kind of been both teams' favorite site to rush.
Carter's finding himself in a weird situation. All players alive for LCU, though. Viper ult will go down for LCU. Chamber ult is active as well. And a minute left here in this one.
Chamber ult's kind of a weird one to pop here.
Yeah, it might have been up before before the Viper ult went down, but
oh, just unlucky positioning from Judd. Of course, you can't see outside the Viper ult, but they can't see in it. So,
it's a 4v3 right now. A Sky, Chamber, and Breach. Breach ult gonna come out for Kentucky. Breach gonna get taken low. Sky is also going to be very low. They are going to start the defuse. Austin will be right there to answer it, though. It's a 2v1 now.
Last player standing.
now it's up to Cash. Cash
1v1 right here. Time running down. He's starting the defuse. Cash knows he's there. He's gonna stick it again.
Not just dancing. Oh.
And will fly around that corner, get the kill. That's 4 for the Sky.
A bit of an unlucky headshot right there.
And Kentucky distances themselves one more round. It's 10-8 now in favor of the Wildcats. And we will see if LCU's got something to counter the pushback from Kentucky. As we've got at least 3 more rounds of action, hopefully more than that if you are a Chaparral fan. LCU trying to get themselves into map number 3. If they're able to take this one here, they're down 2 rounds at the moment after tying it up at 8 apiece. And it looks like they're going to be moving through the middle this time over to B/A. I think we might see him rotate out of this at some point as they're just lighting up that box right there. Poor box.
See, he wasn't hiding anything. They thought he was.
They thought. He didn't deserve that.
Sadly, the box is not the imposter. Dun, 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 dun.
Unfortunately, we're not playing prop hunt.
Among Us. Sorry.
And it is 5v4 as Judd will get taken out. Kentucky with the early advantage here in round number 19.
Turrets destroyed.
I say Cash just heard that Omen right there, just sneaking up on him. It seems like Viper also heard him. Oh, and he saw the ability. He's just going to wait for him now.
I think Omen is just going to back himself up into a corner. Not gonna worry about pushing that one. So that is going to be Austin going down. Chamber found 2 picks so far here in this one. That's the 3rd for Chamber.
30 seconds left.
Really
And Carter does a good job.
It's a really well placed concussion coming out from that breach. And they just kind of cracked down on him at the end right there.
And it will be another round going in the way of Kentucky. It's 11-8. Credit advantage firmly for the Wildcats right now. LCU needing some sort of an answer, as after taking all of the first attacking rounds, have dropped the last 3. Is Kentucky trying to stonewall the comeback attempt from LCU and avoid having to go to map number 3? And what we believe would be their first win of the season if they are able to do so. But we've got a lot of game left to play. It is 8-11 here. Going to round number 20. Got Carter, all of them pretty much on this C side of the map. There's a few for the Wildcats over at A, obviously. And it looks like a little bit of a rotation might come out for either team. It's playing this one pretty slow. Minute and 9 seconds left here in this round.
I say, I'm sure Carter right there just waiting to see if that Omen will decide to get brave and kind of flank him like he's been trying to.
Viper wall will go down as you heard, Hawk is out.
Say, sadly, it doesn't seem like it hit anybody.
3 ults for the University of Kentucky at their disposal. There are none for LCU. As Carter going to take a good bit of damage, but still has life left. That's all you need. As he is trying to harass this C side, keep him at least
left.
interested over there, so the rest of the team can make the push over at A.
Kentucky Sky let the dogs loose.
They're going to be moving through back onto the B point. As Carter going to sneak right in there. They're all on B. Austin going to grab one. It's a 4v5. A lot of players are low, though. Cash going to stick the plant. Around the corner comes the raise.
It's unfortunate.
Gets 2 of them. Breach finds 1. And the defenders will take that one. They are now 1 round away. It is match point for the Kentucky Wildcats, and this is game point.
See, LCU can buy this round, though, so it's not going to be as easy as the previous ones.
This will be a big round for LCU, as obviously they have to win this one, but can get themselves back moving in the right direction with a win, get some credits back on their side. Have to have it here in round number 21. It's 12-8, Kentucky on top. Here in map number 2.
Say, it's looking like, oh. Let's see. Kentucky's got some pretty good value out of that raise nade.
Only ult available on the map will be the Omen ult,
Which doesn't really, they're not really a big fan of using until it's like,
yeah, it's not really a game changing ult. It's good,
Yeah.
but it's not as good as some of the other ones. Austin.
Say, fast rotate the A, though. It looks like they're going to be able to get the spike down.
Spike going down immediately. Cash going to put that down. Good job getting over to A. Now it's going to be on Kentucky to have to retake the point.
Cash does now have a Killjoy ult. It's a great lockdown ult. You know, kind of stops pushing a bit, keeping them still.
Carter does a good job watching the flank. Going to pick that one up. It's now a 3v5. LCU in firm control here in this one with the spike down and all players still alive and healthy for the Chaparrals.
You know, everyone's kind of just tiptoeing around. They're not really wanting to give away anything yet. But the spike is ticking down, so they do not have a lot of time to act. And
Cash, Judd, and Austin all team up for the last 3 kills of that round. And it will go back the way of LCU. As we are now back and forth here. LCU taking a big one right there. Backs against the wall. Had to have it, and they did get it. But I believe credits will be still abundant for Kentucky.
Pretty sure Kentucky can still buy and sit pretty comfortably.
This is another big round right here for, obviously the rest of these are big for the fact that it's match point. But in terms of the comeback potential, if you win these rounds, it keeps growing if LCU keeps winning these rounds.
And it looks like Kentucky, they're starting to opt to just kind of have 3 people on one site to see if they can't predict where the rush is coming from.
And they're all going to rotate back over that C side. There's a lot going on over at C.
Say, they weren't right that time. Judd hitting the Omen with a raise ult. A bit of a hard one to dodge as it is just a big rocket.
Judd finds another. Going to get taken out, though. It's now a 4v3. LCU holds the advantage. Killjoy ult going down. Followed by what I think will be the plant. And there is the plant going down as well. Spike is now down. Killjoy ult is down as well. The breach has 3.
Last player standing.
Chamber grabs 1. It is all down to Viper.
That Killjoy ult did buy him some time, though, getting one person.
It's a 1v3. He's got one moving through right here. Chamber opts to pull back. There's going to be one behind him. He's not going to see him. And the defuse is going to come out for the Wildcats of Kentucky. And that is going to do it here as Kentucky takes map number 2, gets the 2-0 win here in week number 3 of NACE. After a very, very back and forth couple of games, LCU played themselves back into contention there, but we're not able to close it out right there, unfortunately. Yeah, if we could pull up the scoreboard real quick, see what the second map was looking like, and you can see some of the stats from the match right there. Overall, very even matchup. LCU just was not able to finish it out right there, but another week down, and First loss of the year, but that's all right. It's going to happen. You're going to get them. I'd rather get them out now than later on.
Of course,
And there will be a lot of learning from that as well.
I say, yeah, losing early in the season is a lot better. You're not in some huge win streak and lose it. Get the thoughts of the teams down a bit. Now early, assess everything, fix everything, and just come back better.
And that will do it for us here tonight. First of all, I want to give a shout out to the team. Played well, not able to get the win, but I think we're back now. Did their best to make that happen. So shout out to the team. Shout out to the production guys. We had Slade and Marshall back there running production for us. We appreciate all that they do for the production because, again, couldn't happen without those guys. So make sure y'all drop a thank you into the chat to them. And then to everybody in the chat, had 32 of y'all. I think we were up to like 35 at some points during this stream. It's a lot of people. So we appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all's Wednesdays to hang out with us and watch some Valorant gameplay. And then to Jackson, appreciate you commentating as always. It's a blast. Maybe somebody will make a GIF of some of the stuff that happened during the stream today. And that's going to do it for us here tonight at LCU Esports. We appreciate y'all being here on a Wednesday night, and we will see you guys in the next one. Y'all stay safe.